welcome back to my YouTube channel. Those of you new here, my name is Preetpara. Welcome to my channel. I've come up again with another makeup tutorial which you can do anytime. I especially created this for Navratri. I know Navratri is over, but you can create this on Diwali or any other festival. If you're going for a wedding, going for a party, or for any Indian outfit you're wearing, you can wear this beautiful look. So without wasting any time, let's get started and let me show you guys how I created this look. I've also done this wavy, beachy wavy hair with this look, which totally complements this look. And let's get started. I will share all the product details which I have used in this makeup tutorial. So let's get started. But before moving forward, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, press the notification bell icon, and follow me on all my social media handles. The direct links to all my social media handles are mentioned down below. Please make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and follow me everywhere. Now let's begin the video and let's start the tutorial. Now always start with the foundation, and before that I always follow my skincare routine, whether it's a morning skincare, night skincare routine, whatever the time I'm shooting. So before applying the foundation, I have applied the serum, moisturizer, sunscreen, and also a primer. I don't apply it always unless I'm not wearing a heavy makeup, or I'm not going out, or when you're going for a party, you're definitely wearing a makeup for 4 to 5 hours. So definitely apply primer. But for a person like me who doesn't go out too much, so I do not apply primer on a day-to-day basis makeup. So skincare is done. Now let's dive in and start with the foundation. So for foundation, I am using a Huda Beauty foundation, which is a full coverage foundation. Love this product. It is very pigmented and it gives you a full coverage. It is not a light foundation, it's a little heavy foundation, so just apply a little quantity. You do not need too much of quantity of this product. And then I'm applying a dots on my face, and then with using a damp beauty blender, I'm going to be blending it out evenly on my entire face and on my neck area. Now let's start with the concealer. For concealer, I'm taking a Huda Beauty concealer in the shade Cookie Dough. I'm going to be applying it under my eyes to brighten up my under eyes, and also on those areas where I see a little bit of hyperpigmentation or little bit decolorization. You can also use a color correcting pens to get rid of the decolorization. So after applying the concealer, I'm going to be blending it out using a beauty blender and just blending it very smoothly so that it brightens up my under eye areas, and also little bit areas near my lip and on nearby my nose, and then also a little bit on my forehead. Now let's move on to the next step. I am using another concealer from Huda Beauty. Now this is a little concealer which is a 1 to 2 shades lighter to my skin tone. It is not too much light, but it's going to be a little medium tone concealer, which I'm going to be applying it again under my eyes and a little bit on my nose bridge and little bit on the jawline area, so that it can brighten up those areas as well. And then using a beauty blender, I'm going to be blending it out. Now let's move on to another step, which is going to be a loose powder. So I am using a Huda Beauty loose powder, which is a very beautiful product. I love using this loose powder. It is very pigmented, just blends into your skin very naturally. So I'm going to be taking little bit quantity from this product and dusting out the extra product from my blender, and then applying it especially on the areas where I've applied the concealer to lighten them up and just to make sure there are no harsh lines and creases. To set my makeup and base, I'm going to be using this makeup setting spray from Milani. Always do this, guys, just to make your base very smooth and give that dewy effect to your base makeup. So always do this. And by applying the setting spray before moving to the next step, it also helps in securing your makeup, and you will not see any harsh lines or creases on your makeup. Now let's start with our eyebrow. So I'm going to be using a Wet n Wild eyebrow pencil. This is a very pigmented pencil, so please be careful when you're using this product. I bought this, but I'm not a fan of this product, but I still use it. But it's a very pigmented pencil. Using a spoolie, I will be brushing my eyebrow hair upwards in the upwards direction, and then I'm going to be start filling the eyebrow from the 3rd, 4th part of my eyebrow, and just making sure that I do not make my eyebrows look too bold. So I'm just going to be filling the little gaps in my eyebrow just to make it look more natural. Now to clean the areas nearby my eyebrow, I'm going to be taking a little concealer on a pointed brush, and I'm going to be start cleaning my eyebrows to give a little edgy and clean shape to my eyebrow. Let's start with the eye makeup. I'm going to be using an eye primer. Now, I have a very greasy and oily eyelids, so I always use an eye primer if I'm doing a very bold eyeliner look or cut crease looks. So I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild eye primer and just taking a very little bit quantity at the back of my hand. Now, you do not need too much of product. Just take a very small, pin size amount and just apply it using a brush on the areas where you tend to get too much of oil. I usually get oil on the 2/3 part of my eye, like near the inner corner, so I apply the primer there, and I'm going to be leaving it for like 5 to 10 seconds so it gets dried up. Now, the eyeshadow palette which I'm going to be using today is one of my favorite eyeshadow palette. I'm going to be taking the first color from this Colourpop eyeshadow palette and then applying it on the outer V, like the outer corners of my eye, using a blending brush. Now taking a very dark color which will get mixed up later on with the transition color which we would be using. I'm not taking this as a transition color, just applying it on the outer V corners. Now once that is done, I'm going to be, like I mentioned, I'm going to be doing a cut crease look today. So I'm going to be cutting the crease in half. So just taking a very little amount of concealer on a pointed brush, and I'm going to be cutting my crease and not doing a full cut crease. We're only doing a half cut crease look. Now, once you've applied the concealer, make sure you leave it on for a few seconds so that your concealer gets dried up and doesn't create any creases or any harsh lines. Now let's move on to the next color, which I am taking this Rani color from the another eyeshadow palette, which is a very dark gold, yellowish gold color, which is very beautiful, very pigmented color. I'm going to be applying it on the areas where I've done the cut crease. You can also apply it using your fingers. I'm taking a flat shader brush to apply this color. Now you see some harsh lines like on the borders of the outer V corners and on the cut crease. So to mix those borders and smoothen out those borders, I'm going to be taking the first blending brush which I use to put color on the outer V corners. I'm going to be just blending the borders to smoothen them out and to make sure that both the colors from my crease and from outer V corners get mixed up. And now I'm going to be also creating a very small wing eyeliner, not winging it out too much, just a very small eyeliner using an Inglot gel eyeliner. Once that is done, I'm going to be curling my eyelashes, and the mascara today which I'm using is Huda Beauty Legged Lashes mascara, and very gently applying the mascara on both the sides. Now this mascara has two sides. One is the length and curl, and another one is volume. So very gently applying the mascara on both of my eyelashes. Now let's move on to the lower lash line. So on the waterline, I have used a gold pencil from the NYX Cosmetics. Just applied it on the waterline, and below that I'm taking a very flat shader brush, and I'm going to be putting the first color which we have used on the outer V corners, and I'm going to be applying it on below my waterline. And the false eyelashes which I've used today is Samantha eyelashes from Huda Beauty. Now let's move on to the contour. I'm using a contour product from the Huda Beauty, applying it on the high points of my cheeks, on my forehead, on my jawline. Also going to be contouring my nose and also be contouring my lip area. Then using a blending brush, I'm going to be blending this out very nicely to give a contour effect on my face and enhance my features on my face, especially the cheekbones, my jawline, and also be the contouring my nose. Now the bronzer which I'm going to be using today is from Maybelline. I'm going to be using this City Bronzer and just applying it a little bit on my cheekbones to give a little sun-kissed effect on my face. This is an optional step. You can also apply it on your forehead. This will also help in creating a sun-kissed look. For blush today, I'm using an Orgasm blush from NARS. Applying it on the apple of my cheeks and a little bit on my chin. It gives a very pretty effect. That's why I love applying a blush on my nose tip and also on my chin. For the highlighter, I'm using my favorite highlighter, that is a Champagne Pop highlighter from Becca Cosmetics, applying it on the high points of my cheeks, also on my nose tip and a little bit on my nose bridge, little bit on my chin, and then very little bit on my forehead. I will also applying it on my eyebrow bone and also a little bit on my inner corner. For the lipsticks today, I've used this Minted Cosmetic lipstick in Pretty, and then also used the lip gloss from Persona. There you go, guys. This completes my final look. I've added this oxidized jewelry. These jewelries are from some different places, so I don't have an exact links if you want to buy the oxidized jewelry, because I've gathered them from over the years. I'm a huge fan of oxidized jewelry, by the way, so I won't have a exact links for these jewelries. But yeah, this is my final look. I've created this beachy waves, which is going perfectly with this makeup, and I would say it's complementing the look though. And also added a black bindi, a nose pin, and little bit dots near my eyeliner just to create that Navratri effect, you know. Alright, so this completes our makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and like this makeup tutorial. If you have any questions or if you want to know anything, please make sure you comment down below and let me know. I will be happy to answer your questions. Also follow me on Instagram, and you can DM me anytime if you have any questions. I am very much active on Instagram and I can answer your questions anytime. Alright guys, so this completes our tutorial here. I will catch you guys super soon with a brand new video, but please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, press the notification bell icon so you don't miss my post, and also follow me on all my social media handles. The direct links are mentioned down below. But till then, take care and stay safe. Happy Navratri, happy Dussehra. Bye guys.